hello, boys and girls. I'm all snuggled up in my bunny robe, and I got my cup of hot tea I like to drink before bed. And I'm going to tell you all a bedtime story tonight. The story is called The Goodnight Gecko. It is a book that we got when we were in Hawaii, and it is a story that I used to read my boys a lot when they were little. It's one of our favorites. The Goodnight Gecko, written and illustrated by Gil McBarnett. Let me put my glasses on so I can read it better. On a faraway island, near a big green mountain, by a golden beach, there was once a little red house. In the little red house lived a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, and a gecko family. There was a mother gecko, a father gecko, and two little geckos. When the first little gecko hatched out of her egg, she did what all new geckos are supposed to do. She wiggled away to greet the moon and stars. But the other little gecko didn't want to leave the warm gecko nest. In loud chirps, he said, "I'm not coming out. I don't like the night. I'll wait until day when it's sunny and bright." "But that's when we sleep, little one," said his mother. "We sleep by day and come out at night." "Well, I don't like the night," said the little gecko. "I'd much rather be awake during the day picking flowers in the forest or swimming with the fishes in the bright blue sea. I'm not coming out. I don't like the night. I'll wait until day when it's sunny and bright." "But geckos don't pick flowers or swim," smiled his mother. "So won't you come out and greet the moon and stars?" "Not while there are creepy shadows and creaky noises. I don't like the dark," shuddered the little gecko. "Little one," chuckled his mother, "those long creepy shadows and creaky noises are only the coconut trees dancing in the moonlight. There are many wonderful sights at night. Come with me and you will see." Mother Gecko chirped, "Good night to the moon and stars shining way up high. Good night to the fragrant flowers framing a blue-black sky. Good night to moths that flutter by, and to bright dewdrops on webs nearby. Good night to cats that frisk and frolic. Good night to bats that flip, flap, fly. Good night to owls that softly hoot and shooting stars that brightly shoot. Good night to snails leaving silvery trails. Good night to mice with twirling tails. Good night to frogs on mossy logs, to creepy bugs and sleepy dogs. Good night to sleepy birds who nest in any place that they think best. Good night to every girl and boy falling asleep with a cuddly toy. Good night to sister, good night to brother, good night to father and to mother. Good night, but Mother Gecko stopped suddenly. Because the little gecko had wiggled up and away from her. There he was, high on the window, chirping away at the top of his voice. "Look at me! I've come out. I do like the night. I'll be here all night in the bright moonlight." And because now he loved the night, and because he sang with such delight, from that night onward, on that faraway island in that little red house, the little gecko became known as the Goodnight Gecko. There are a few fun facts on the back about geckos if you don't know much about them. They're little lizards, and they live in Hawaii. There are lots of geckos in Hawaii. So it says, on warm tropical evenings, geckos are common sight and sound in most Hawaiian homes. The gecko's chirping song is very much a part of the sounds of the night. House geckos are nocturnal, which means they are most active at night. They hide away during the day, but come out at night to feed on bugs. People in Hawaii like geckos because they eat mosquitoes, ants, moths, and cockroaches. Geckos have scaly skin. Their feet are specially adapted for climbing. Each enlarged toe pad has thousands of tiny hook-like bristles that enable geckos to grip onto smooth surfaces like walls and glass windows. They can even walk across a ceiling upside down. A gecko egg is smaller than a marble. Usually 2 eggs are laid, and a newly hatched gecko is only about 1 inch long. It's about that long. And adult geckos grow to be about 3 inches long. So those are some interesting facts about geckos. And remember, The Goodnight Gecko is a bedtime story from Hawaii. I hope you enjoyed it, and good night.